Hello and welcome to Only Frames and welcome to another matchup from Division 1 from the Ramsgate Rail Pool League Invitational. It's Joe versus Noel, it's best of 8 and it's black ball rules, and this should be an epic contest with both of these men fine attacking players. Now Noel immediately off the bat is playing the red ones and potting one to the top right hand pocket. He's potted more balls in the first 10 seconds than Scott has all season, who's a dreadful bore, and unfortunately he's in Division 1 and at some point I'll be having to commentate on one of his games. Now Joe for the first time today is coming to the table. He was our big money signing, someone we spent all of the funds on this year to bring us some flair, to bring us some skill. But in the comments, people have been saying he is like Anthony of Man United. He's a show pony. He's a fraud. He needs more substance. Will today be the day? I am hoping so, because although he looks like Andy Robertson, he is going to be left back at home if he don't buck up his ideas, as Noel looks to take a red to the top right-hand pocket. But that is wide, giving Joe another chance. Now for me, I don't know this result today, so I'm looking forward to commentating off the bat to call it as I see it. Quite often I know the result beforehand and that affects my performance, but today I don't. I just hope it's a fine, close attacking game, which I'm sure it will be, as both of these players are known for their attacking prowess. But at this moment, this has been a slow burner, as they would say on Love Island. They'd be talking round the fire pit still. There's been no necking on. But will that change as this frame unfolds? I mean, they've done well to last over 2 minutes or near as. I certainly have never done that, but Joe is now looking to really hit it home, but he can't do it. He's rattled another ball. Are we going to continue to see the poor version of Joe that we've seen so far this season? He came in as favourite, but he's not delivered. He's delivering less than Royal Mail when they're on strike. And they're always on bloody strike. Don't get me started on them, as Noel is playing the reds of the Royal Mail, but he can't pot that to the middle, giving Joe another chance. Surely this will be the one. Can he take this to the bottom right? He looked to cut it. He's cut the plant. He's got that into the bottom left, and now this is a real opportunity. As my best friend Scott would say, these are all there. He forever says it. There could be 7 balls on the cushion, and as someone comes to the table, they're all there. Yes, you're right, they are all there, because no one's potted any. It doesn't mean they can pot them at that visit. But Joe has really formulated an opportunity from nothing. This is all about position. It's all about the kiss. But that hasn't gone great for him. Does that middle one go into the centre pocket? He looks like he's playing it. Does it cut back in? It does indeed. I believe it was yellow first. I don't believe that was a red. Now just this tricky one down the cushion. Position should be natural. Just roll it in, Joe. But he slams it in. That's a very good shot. And now this looks nailed on. Just this red down to the bottom right. The 8's a gimme. But can he still do it? Are we going to see a better version of Joe today? It's a good start in the end. This will 1-0 and he wins the frame as we move on to frame 2. It's currently Noel at the table and he is playing the yellow balls, chipping that one nicely into the centre pocket. Now, just a reminder to all our viewers, with Christmas around the corner, if you'd like to send a message to a loved one, please remember that Noel's head is available for advertising. He's willing to write any message to any loved one, or for you to advertise your business for a reasonable donation. If you'd like to leave a message on his bald, shiny head, then please let us know in the comments and we'll arrange that with you. We'll get our people to contact your people. It's a great gift and your loved ones would adore it. What more could they ask for than to feature on the home of below average 8-ball pool content this Christmas? But Joe is looking for his Christmas to come early. He's at the table and now only 3 of his reds remain. The tricky part for Joe within this clearance is going to be the transition from his last red, which is at the top of the table, to get onto that 8-ball. Where he's going to put it, I don't know, because I don't believe it goes into that bottom right hand pocket. He's going to have to get in behind it, take it up long, or take it to one of the middles. He needs his cue ball to go. He needs an angle. He needs it away from the cushion. cushion. This isn't going to be easy. He's going to need to put a load of gear on it, think Escobar, and add some more gear on top of that. Maybe this goes. I didn't think it did down to this bottom right, but he's played on it as though it does. My eyes must have deceived me throughout this frame. He plays it, he pots it, it goes bottom right, and Joe takes a 2-0 lead as we move on into the third frame with Noel at the table playing the red balls. Now, Noel will be looking to regain his confidence as quickly as possible and to get himself a frame on the board after his last performance on Only Frames, where he had a can of a whoop-ass opened on him by the People's Champion Tom. He certainly smelt what the Tom was cooking, and Tom lived up to his name of being the People's Champion, providing a champion performance, and Noel hasn't recovered since as he misses another red. This is not the Noel we've become accustomed to seeing on this channel over the years. Joe is now coming to the table. He's playing the yellows. Can he go 3-0 up? Can his new haircut bring him his old form back? Joe has been doing all he can off the table to really challenge for the title this year. He's been hitting the gym. He's been going through his skincare routine. He has been doing meditation, his gratitudes, and he recently found out that a banana a day is good for the colon. He then found out you're meant to eat that banana. And speaking of yellow things, only 3 of them remain between Joe and the 8 ball and a 3-0 lead. Now his tricky ball is going to be that one on the cushion, which he plays on to leave a double. The double should be pretty straightforward, but can he get onto that last yellow from it? Probably going to bring it round off the 2 cushions. Needs to either finish high to take it into that top right, or a bit higher to take it into that middle, but he's betwixt and between. Which way will he go? Will he look to cut it into the top left, into the middle? Will he look to double it? And how will he look to get on the 8 as he can only find the jaws? But this isn't an easy chance for Noel when he gets back to the table with both of them reds tightly on the cushions. But you can never write off Noel. This guy is a real momentum player, and once he gets going, he is very hard to stop. Now just a 1 red remaining, sends it nicely in, plain ball. That's a really good pot, leaving himself an 8 to the middle to half the deficit, to make it 2-1, to make it game on. It's in. We have game on as we join the full frame. It's Joe at the table, and he is absolutely slapping them, and he pots one, giving him the chance to continue and to potentially make a dish. He has picked the yellow ones. The trickiest ball, I believe, is going to be the one at the top of the table. Can he get on it early? Can he stun up from this? He can, but can he see it? I mean, it looks to me as though that red's in the way, but we have seen earlier today that my eyes deceive me regularly, and as Joe has got down on it quickly, I can only imagine he could pot it, which he duly could, and he duly does, giving himself just a 4 yellows and the 8 ball to go to reinstate that 2 frame lead, and he hammers that one home, but he's lost a cue ball. That's a loo ball. For anyone who doesn't know what a loo ball is, we have a player within our ranks called Lou the Dog who has a magnet on that white ball. He can pot it from absolutely anywhere, so much so we have christened a phrase after him. So anytime a cue ball is potted on this channel, we refer to it as a loo ball. But forget loo balls for now. Noel's at the table. He'll be looking to make this Desmond at this opportunity. It looked like Joe may win the frame, but Noel has come from nowhere. Now just the 2 reds remain, but he's overhit that last ball. He'll be disappointed with that shot, but this guy is capable. Can he send it to this bottom right-hand pocket? And if he can he get on the 8? That's close, but not close enough. It stayed up, but he is in charge of the frame. This won't be easy for Joe to clear. Will he look to try and clear that pocket? Bit of bottom right-hand side. Look to get over to that pocket early. No, he just plays on that yellow, and that is a lovely shot. Can he roll this one in? Can he take that last yellow to the middle? If he can. It looks like he's going to screw off the cushion though, but he hasn't hit it hard enough. What is wrong with this guy? We are paying him big money, and I expect better. We thought we were shopping at Marks and Spencer's, but so far we have got little. And little by little he's starting to tick me off as we are paying him big bucks and he isn't producing, as once again he misses another pot down to the bottom left-hand pocket, giving Noel the simplest of chances to level up this game, but late drama. He follows the cue ball in. That was terrible and could feature in our worst shots of the month compilation, where you get to decide which of the shots should be crowned our worst of the month and later on potentially be our worst of the season. It's available on our TikTok, our Instagram and our YouTube shorts, as Joe goes 3-1 up as we join the action in the 5th frame with Noel at the table playing the yellow balls. Now Noel without doubt is always our best dressed player on Only Frames and he always looks apart, but so far today he hasn't performed how he looks. He has been under par, but his attire is on point as ever. But can he reproduce the form that we have seen in days gone by? Can he rediscover it? I hope so, as without doubt this guy is one of my favourite players on Only Frames and the fans love him for his fine attacking play. He manages to sink one of Joe's balls as he pots his own, which is absolutely fine in these rules. We play black ball rules. I'm not sure if that's a foul in others. There's so many pool rules out there. I'm bloody sick of it. But Noel can't pot that one, giving Joe half a chance to maybe get onto the hill, to maybe secure himself a point. But this will be a very, very fine cut. Can he send it down to that bottom right? He gets down on it. His languid left-handed style. He's looking to pot it, but he can't send it in. But he gets second prize and leaves it over the hole. Should Noel miss, he'll be there ready to pounce. But will he be presented that opportunity? Now Noel coming back to the table shows the kind of character he is, going for one of his trickier balls. Too many people would have taken the easy one over the hole to try and gain a bit of extra position, but not Noel. He's a maverick, he's a showman, and he believes in his own ability, but he is going to need to find that ability from somewhere, the levels he's performed at before, to try and sink this long yellow. This isn't easy and it makes it even tougher with Joe's red being over the hole. That's close, that's in, and he's on the 8 ball, but can he forget the drama of the last frame? Can he make it 3-2? Can he get the deficit to 1? It finds the heart of the hole. We move on to frame 6 with Joe at the table playing reds. Now, not to steal a phrase from another commentator from Only Frames, but these are all there, which is ironic as whenever Scott's at the table, they are never there because he's forever looking for safeties. But for a player of Joe's calibre, these should be easy, but he hasn't been finding his form as of late. Can he rediscover it here as he looks to take this one top right? But he can only find the jaws, once again showing how out of form he is and giving Noel another chance. But Noel's potted the red. Is a yellow going? It can only find the jaws, giving Joe a shot and a visit and ball in hand, and he duly moves it, teeing up this red to play the plant down to this bottom left-hand pocket. Now, once again, these are all there, but Joe's disappointed. I think he's got a kick. It's not snooker, man. Stop making excuses and find some form. But surely these should still be easy. He rolls that one in, bottom left. He's going to take this one to the middle, and position should be natural. Although he is queuing down on it, he's making it harder. What is he doing? Is he finds a knuckle once again. He has managed to find himself more knuckles than Sonic the Hedgehog, giving Noel a chance to clear these 4 yellows and the 8 ball and to level up this score at 3-3. This is not what was on the cards when we came here today. We didn't think we'd see as many missed pots as we have. But can Noel find some form from somewhere? Can he recover from his pasting he took off Tom last week? And can he level this game up? Now just the 2 yellows remain. Taking that one to the bottom left, using the knuckles to his advantage to gain an exceptionally good angle. That was genius to leave the cue ball there, but this isn't easy. Can he maintain the pressure? Can he withstand the pressure that Joe will put on him? He can't, as he misses what should have been a gimme for Noel. That shows you pressure isn't only for tyres. It's for any player within the Only Frames roster. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. These should be easy for a player of Joe's calibre. They should be bread and butter. But he's making the game look hard. Or is it all for the cameras? Has he just left the showboat shot? He's playing the cocked hat. Can he come it off 3 cushions? Is it in the middle? Nope, it is nowhere near, but he has left distance between the cue ball and the 8 ball. This won't be easy for Noel. These are very tricky shots, especially to win frames themselves, because you know if you miss it, you potentially leave it up, which he has done. He had to play it at that speed to give it a chance of going in. As Joe makes it 4-2, he's on the hill, he's guaranteed himself a point, but can he secure all 3 in this 7th frame? Now Noel is at the table and he's looking to decide which of these balls he is going to take, and he is going to take the yellow balls, playing this one down to the bottom left-hand pocket. Can he create the biggest comeback since Kim Kardashian and show us all what he is capable of today? This will be a great clearance from here, as these aren't easy, but if anyone is capable, then it is certainly Noel. He's going to look to get rid of this tricky one nice and early, but that isn't in, bringing Joe to the table, needing just one more frame for all 3 points and to get his first win on the board in Division 1. He started off with a draw against Steve, who was inspired. It was a godlike performance from the son of God himself, and he'll be looking to have a title charge as the season goes on. But can Joe finally get that W on the board and settle his nerves and start justifying his price tag? That wiped his feet, which Joe never does. But it did go in, and that's all that matters to Joe right now. And he has got a lovely angle to free up the last tricky ball remaining within this clearance, which he duly does, giving himself the easiest of chances to make this 5-2 and to win this game outright. But what will go wrong so far today at every opportunity? Both of these men have snatched defeat from the jaws of victory many given times, but now surely nothing can go wrong. All Joe has to do is get that cue ball down to around the area of the middle pocket, and that black will go to the bottom left, but he's overhit it. Too many Weetabix for this boy, and he is making the game more trickier than it needs to be. This isn't easy now, because if Noel can get to the table, all his yellows are there, and at 4-3, will Joe be able to cope with the pressure? He should have won this game outright, but he can't get over the line. He can't hit the 8, and he has given Noel a shot and a visit, who immediately gets down to the table and looks to take this one to the top left. I think he probably should have moved the cue ball, as that was never going to be easy to get position, but he has got the savour of that one over the bottom right. But where's the cue ball going? Has he snookered himself? I believe he has. He's got his butt in the air. Ooh-wee! But he manages to swerve round, but he has left it up. Can Joe finally sink an 8? Can he finally win this frame? It hasn't been a great day for Joe, but he'll take the victory however it comes. Looking to take this bottom right. He manages to sink it. The cue ball stays up. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.